Okay, my name is Terry Johnson. I'm state representative of the 90th House District down in southern Ohio. My district is Scioto County, Adams County, and part of Lawrence County. I'd like to talk a little bit, first of all, about House Bill 203 and why I'm proposing House Bill 203. You may remember that in the last legislative session, I backed two Second Amendment bills. One was restaurant carry, known by detractors as guns and bars. For the people who were in favor of it, it was restaurant carry. So I was on House Bill 45 along with Danny Buck. The Senate version of that eventually prevailed and passed. We also have another bill, and the number's going to elude me right now, but that was in the second year of my first General Assembly session, and that was automatic reciprocity. And in the wonders of the legislative process, by the time it was done, there was no reciprocity left in it. It had other things left in it. But that was my bill also. And now I have another Second Amendment bill. So this is three in the span of 3 years. So what am I doing with this? I am very interested in the restoration of the Second Amendment. I'm very interested in the ability of the Bill of Rights in general to prevail. I would like to see us get back to a freer America. That's my philosophical bendings toward this. If you look at my district and you look at the folks that live there, they are very pro-Second Amendment. They are very pro-independence. And so I actually reflect my district when I do these things as well. This particular bill is a comprehensive bill that does many things. I want to run down a few things in a bullet point fashion and just kind of discuss them a little bit. And then after I do that, I'm going to introduce a few folks that are up here with me. I'll them to speak to the bill a little bit as well. And then when we finish that up, I'll be perfectly happy to take any questions that you may have, myself and the experts that I have with me. The bill contains many comprehensive changes to our gun law that protect our constitutional rights, including allowing veterans with CHLs to remain valid throughout their term of active duty. Otherwise, it would expire while they were away, and they would be unable to renew it. So in other words, if it ran out while they were overseas or deployed, then they'd have to come back and go through the process. We don't want that to happen. Automatic reciprocity, which was in my previous bill last time, we got that back in there. And remember that it had the support of the Ohio Attorney General. And last minute, lame duck politics, things happened, and the bill passed without that. Adding additional disqualifiers from CHL eligibility, such as forbidding those convicted of domestic violence from getting a CHL. Allowing Ohioans to purchase a long gun from any state. Current law only allows an Ohioan to buy a long gun from Ohio or an adjacent or contiguous state. So in other words, if you want to buy one when you're in Wisconsin or California, you can't do that. Under this bill, you would now be able to. And they would be able to buy a gun here. Allowing those not from Ohio or an adjacent state to buy a long gun from Ohio. Implementing a mandatory 4-hour training course for obtaining a concealed handgun license. The as-introduced version of the bill had didn't have a required hour limit. And that really goes to the fact that right now, to get a CHL, you have to do 10 hours classroom, 2 hours range. And what I'm getting from constituents in my district and also feedback from people all over the state that are taking the course, 12 hours is just way too long. This would not change any of the content of the course, but it would make it so you didn't just have to have 12 hours.